Hi, my name is Ariel, and I'm a second semester at Liberty, and I'm actually from Philadelphia, and I'm a transfer student at Liberty this semester, and I currently am a psychology major, which counseling with a minor in sociology, and right now I'm standing outside the Muse because I really like coffee, and it's just really good. And my one life-changing event would be when I went to India, and I was actually 6 or 7, I'm not quite sure, but my dad took me there, and he's actually not a Christian, but we went for business purposes, and we went to visit family. And when I went there, it was such a culture shock in a sense that the traditions were completely different. Like, their daily life was completely different, and the driving there was absolutely insane. And the food was completely different, and just like the way people took care of their children, and the way and their religion was just absolutely different than what I've been accustomed to. And it's weird because I came from the United States, and that was like first world country, and I had all these like luxuries and all these like things that my parents gave me. I had parents who worked really hard and provided me with things. And then when I went to India, like, I saw my family and where they lived, and they literally lived in a village, and it was completely different, even though it was close to New Delhi and it was close to the city, but it was definitely different in a sense of the atmosphere and the environment. But although it was different, people were very friendly, and like, it was just a beautiful country, and it was just an amazing experience. And one specific event when I went to India was when my dad took me to an orphanage, and that orphanage was just a mess. Like, the whole building was a mess. It wasn't clean, it wasn't sanitary, it didn't have proper like facilities for the kids, and it didn't like provide for them in any way. It just provided them like a house to live in, and it didn't even provide for them food, because like people didn't donate money, or they didn't have enough money for people who were taking care of the orphanage. And my dad actually went to buy a bunch of food for them, and we just were able to give the kids food, and we were able to like talk to the little kids and talk to the little girls, even though they didn't want to talk to us because they felt really shy and like very just like alone. And like, it was just awesome to see that like they were able to take our things, and we wanted to give them like whatever we could, because like their situation was so horrible, and these were like little toddlers that don't even know where they are, and like don't even have these parents because no one has explained to them. And one thing that came out of that made me realize that I wanted to be a missionary in India. And even though my parents weren't Christian at the time, like, I saw Christ in that, and I saw that love of Christ through that, and I wanted to share the love of Christ with them. And but yeah, thank you for listening. Okay.